Shruti, India's premier magazine for the performing arts, welcomes you to its first video magazine.
Composing and innovation in Margam. That is the subject given to me. I don't claim to innovate anything, or I don't claim myself doing something first time. It's an evolutionary process. Everybody tests something new. Especially in Bharatanatyam, we have the freedom to make new compositions, add new gestures. Even Natyacharya gives us the freedom. Akritya, Cheshtaya, Chinnair, Jatya, Vijnaya, Vastutaha, Swayam Vitarkya Kartavyam, Natyashastram Budhaihi. Keep doing new things according to the Swayam Vitarkya, according to the caliber of the Natyacharya. Came out of Kalakshetra and started Bharata. I thought there should be some theatricalities. Maybe some persons must have done it before, I don't know, but I have not seen. But even in Kalakshetra, we used to stand on stage and start doing. We started with the Pushpanjali. The word Pushpanjali must have been there. Of course, in the Natyashastra sloka also there, Pushpanjalim Adharavet. It's there. So we started something like that, what they just did as an entrance. So some criticism was there. What is this? This is like a dance drama. So only exit and entrance is only assigned to dance dramas. That was the concept, that was the idea at that time prevailing. Yes, we all were part of the Natya presentations at Kalakshetra. There is an exit and entrance. And then I thought, why not for Bharatanatyam performance also have an entrance and exit. Very theatricality, because we are doing it on the theatre, not in a temple arena. When we come to a proscenium theatre, we should adhere to certain theatricalities. So entrance and exit have been introduced. And then I was always wondering, this Alaripu Tilana format has been becoming a little stale. So thought of introducing, composing new style of presentations. So my first adventure or first venture was to compose, not choreograph, because those days we never used the word choreography. Even Rukmini Devi, in all her life, I had not heard Amma saying choreography. That word came much later. Compose an item, combination of Alaripu, Jatiswaram and Shabdam in the form of Natyanjali, a new word coined, but it is already there. But I introduced that name, Natyanjali. We should also, the youngsters should understand, is not just putting up to Astapada Samayukto, Nrityasya Karanam Bhavet, just putting to Adavos and to Jatis, it doesn't make any sense. But there should be, you should think when you are composing, there is some significance attached to everything that you compose. So, this Natyanjali, a small piece will demonstrate, consists of mandalas, all the 10 mandalas, Sthanakam, Ayatam, all the mandalas incorporated. Put it in rhythm, and the Pancha Jati, Tala patterns, what are the talas we use in Natya. And the basic Hasta mudras for the deities to whom we propitiate before the program. So it becomes an Anjali, Natya Anjali. So when you see these items, you see how the construction of mandala into dance, into nritta, construction of hasta mudras, construction of all the jatis, and this will give a learner, new learner, the ingredients, the structure of Bharatanatyam. Just by learning Natyanjali, all the aspects, the essential aspects of Natya is put together. Chaturashra itself, I have combined how we could bring in all the jatis into one part in the four itself, in the four count itself. How we can bring in Tishram, Khandam, Mishram, and Sankirnam. It has been incorporated. So this gives an exercise for the children how they can put the adavas together in a cohesive way. Continue.
Dalankutum, Tagadatinginatum, Kidatum, Taganam, Kidatakadim, Kidatum, Taganam, Kidatutum, Kidatum, Tagadatingitakadim, Dim, Tadikidatakatam, Tam Tadikitadim, Tadikitatum, Tadikitanum, Tadikitatum, Nikitatum,
Saraswati, Mahavishnu, Natyacharya, and then finally Guru, benediction to Guru. That is the Natyanjali. In every stage you will notice the Anjali is predominantly put into the action. So it becomes a really a Natya Anjali. So the last sequence, that is in Sankirna. All the others are, I am not going to do all that because there is no time. Last one. How you conclude with a Vadyanusari Nritam. pattern prescribed in the Natyashastra. So, this was composed in 1968. Necessity is the mother of invention. So, it was necessary at that time to pep up the new audience to bring into Bharatanatyam, which we have been calling the main repertoire of Bharatanatyam, that is usually known as Varnam, but I call it Nrityopaharam. Nrityopaharam means, Upahara means an offering of Nritya. Nritya and Natya all together. So, again here, the entrance is different, and also necessity is the mother of invention. When two sisters or two people do, they need, instead of doing the same line repeatedly by the two people, I thought they should have different characters, like a dance, Natya, dance drama. So a dramatic sequence, when two people are doing an main item.
ஆடும் மயில் வாகனனாம் அந்த வடிவேலனை அன்புடன் வரச் சொல்லடி தோழி.
That's the first line. And the Thodi says,
ஓடு கொண்டு பிச்சை வாங்கி உண்பான் அவன் தந்தை, ஆடும் தில்லை கூத்தன் தந்தை அவன் மகன் மேல் காதல் ஏனோ.
So,
understand that.
All the
அவனுடைய தந்தை ஆடும் தில்லை கூத்தன் அவன் மகன் மேல் ஓடு கொண்டு பிச்சை வாங்குவார், அவன் மகன் மேல் காதல் ஏனோ உனக்கு அப்படின்னு.
This was actually composed in 1972.
சரவணத்தில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரணமென்னில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரவணத்தில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரவணத்தில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரவணத்தில் சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரவணத்தில் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரவணத்தில் சரவணத்தில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில் காக்கும் வள்ளல் சரவணத்தில் நாடும் பிள்ளை சரணமென்னில்
This was composed in 1972. Earlier than that, when both of us started performing and presented, which really caught up with the audience. And in fact, the Athana Nrityopaharam of Thiruyur Rajagopala Sharma has shot us to fame. Originally, there was criticism also, which we faced very boldly, but later on that has been accepted. I just show the difference what we made. Those days, it was mostly Padartha Vinayam in all the that existing varnams, that Sakhiye or Manevi or Rupamujuchi. It is all just Vakya Partha Vinayam was very minimal. I have not seen much people doing much Sancharis. So I took the liberty of the Sanchari delineation, exploited as maximum possible to bring in story which is very communicative. So the first opening, easiest thing is to take up Krishna stories, and it really went with 80 years to 80 years. And the second half, Charanam, I took a new dimension. I experimented with a new dimension of swaras woven into stories. The famous Subbudu Mama has criticized, oh, Dhananjayan is doing abhinayam for swaras. That was the criticism he made in the papers. Then later on he accepted, I was not doing abhinaya for swaras, but I was using the swaras to denote the Angika abhinayam. through Anga, Pratyanga, Upanga Charanas, we communicated the idea of playing a ball or Kaliya Mardanam, all that. So I just show you the example how that was been created, but that is Nritya part. We have Nritya. Through the movements, you communicate the idea. Instead of swaras being done in Nritta form just at adavus, the story, the preceding story has been composed as a Nritya and then led that into the Sahitya Padavinaya. So this was of course originally, as I said. Now we will conclude with a Nritta Swaravali. I always felt the Jatiswaram that we do has always Jatis, only Swaras. There's not much Jatis except the beginnings, Jati, Tahatajam, that's all. But otherwise everything has been Swaravalis. So it is actually, the name, appropriate name is Nritta Swaravali. It is Swaravali, Nritta, we do Nritta. That is it. But anyway, T.V. Gopalakrishnan had composed a Mohanam Jatiswaram. One of his travel in the France, the train, he composed it and taught it to one of our earlier musician, Rajasekaran, who brought it to us. And then I changed a little the format of the Swarya and incorporated mnemonics from Bharatanatyam and composed it as a Nritta Swaravali and presented. For a second item, it was very taxing. So it can be done as a last item also. It's both. It's about 15 minutes when both of us perform. today we'll just demonstrate the complicated Nritta Swaravali as the finale of this morning, my morning lecture demonstration. We'll surely conclude on time. See, each swara actually many four ways. This it was composed in 1978. Done a lot of new things at that time. At that time, to blow out of proportion ஆர்டர் இருந்தில்ல, மீடியா இருந்ததில்லை. இப்போ எல்லாரும் வாழ்க்கட்டத்தை அந்த ஒரு சின்ன இது பண்ணால் கூட இம்மீடியட்டாக நான் இது பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பெருசாக பண்ணி, திஸ் இஸ் ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் ஐ எம் டூயிங், திஸ் இஸ் ஓகே. We never used to say all these things. It's in a way, this is an evolutionary process which composed, and we didn't make a big fuss about doing anything new. That's how it got lost. But it is very rough, fresh in everybody's memories, and everybody thinks whatever we have done earlier, they're also very fresh even today's stage, today's world of so-called innovation or creativity, whatever you call it. But we have done it as a process of evolution. Natyam Bhakti Vivardhanam, that has been our message, and it is also the Sampurna Yogam idan Natyam. Natyam is the Sampurna Yogam, and it is Bhakti Vivardhanam.
Subscribe to Shruti's YouTube channel to stay connected to the world of performing arts.